So hi everyone, I hope you all are fine and doing great. So I'm Ayush, I'm a core team lead of GTG Chandigarh and also I'm a facilitator for Facebook Developer Circles. And I'm going to start my journey with IBM as an associate system engineer. So today we are talking about like Google Assistant, actions on Google mainly. So as you know that Google become a leader in our space for being a quick, reliable and comprehensive means for research and any information. So people come to Google every day with a set of questions and keywords that they know, they want to know, they can enter and they are looking for the results. So basically we are talking about the major shift in computing in every 10 years. So every decade or so we have a big shift in technology that adds to our development part. So for example, with the move to first mobile first, we saw explosion of new devices. There was a new way to consume content and interact with services via apps and mobile and web applications. With each shift, computing become more and people expect technology to do more and more to help us with our daily life. So it's all about like voice assistants and like Google Assistant. So like most businesses, we anticipated that as technology changed, and we want that our businesses needs to change with it. People start coming to Google with computers in their pockets, and that they would look up for any ask questions on the go, or the very moment that they want to answer they want the answer for that their queries and the questions. So here are some of the examples that we mostly search on Google, like what is the weather and coffee bar, like taxi stand near me or any ATM. These are some common examples that we can search on Google. But now they are not asking, but also want Google to do things. I mean to say like perform some actions if required as per user query. Like check the weather if you want to play a game. I want to play a game or something. Order me a coffee. Like to book a seat in a restaurant or book a table in a restaurant for two. Google Assistant can directly perform these kind of tasks for you guys. These are some new version, or you can say a new addition in Google Assistant part. So as you see in the graph, this is how voice technology is raising year by year in mobile phones. So in a drastic, in a explosive way. And this is how voice technology in mobiles are making our life easy to perform basic and complex tasks. From basic tasks like to check the weather and to complex tasks like book a restaurant or order a coffee or something like that. So like meet the Google Assistant, ask it questions, tell it to do things. So it's your own personal Google, as you can say that, which is always ready to help you guys. So this would lead to creation of Google Assistant to help people to do things with Google. Mainly Google focuses on machine learning, natural language processing and language understanding. All these things comes together in Google Assistant that allow you to have a conversation with Google and help to get things done. And the main part is due to use of AI conversation uh, are very conversation are very natural due to use of AI. You just use your voice and assistant helps you. This is one of the major part of the Google Assistant, the AI part. So now reasons for early success. Why Google Assistant is famous. Okay, so the main reason, as you can say, the people around the world are using and the voice, they use the voice to find information in a faster and a natural way. It is like a natural conversation when you ask something from your assistant and it will give you the proper result. And Google Assistant is available on more than 500 million plus devices. Actions are available to user on several voice-enabled speakers like Google Home, Android phones, even on iOS devices, Android TV, headphones. With time, the number of devices supporting actions are increasing, which means we can reach to more and more broader audience. So it's available for almost all verticals. Like if you can see that your airports, your reading or medical side, your cloud computing side, your headphones, everywhere Google Assistant or voice technologies are your daily to daily part, are a part of your daily routine actually. And the most growing audience in Google Assistant, like it supports more than 200, 300 languages for we can say about India like Marathi, Hindi, English, and many more devices are also supporting this Google Assistant part. So it's make easy to conversation, easy to make easy to uh, contact with your Google Assistant or tell in your native language like to perform task and all the things. So let's talk about the complete ecosystem of Google Assistant. So there are three major parts in this platform. The Google Assistant is a personal virtual assistant that enable conversation between the user and the Google. They get things done by talking with assistant. There are many things user can do by using the assistant directly. Actions on Google platform help developers to extend the functionality of a Google Assistant. So basically, there are three major parts: the Google Assistant, the actions on Google, and the device with the Google Assistant built in. The Google Assistant is a virtual assistant which works on your actions, which works on your voice control. The action on Google, which gives you a flexibility to develop your own kind of action, which works on a platform like device, which enable or built in with Google Assistant. So yeah, the sample conversation flow, like how Google Assistant works. So this is a sample conversation flow. So let's take an example. User says something to device, like you say the user input part, where device send the audio or the text to the AOG platform. The input of the user directly goes to the AOG platform, where AOG platform process it and invoke the proper action, which action is directly related to your action, which this AOG platform, the backend service that invoke the action and perform accordingly and give result back to your system. So these are the main building blocks of a Google Assistant part, which is one is the dialog flow, second is the cloud function, and third is the Google Actions on Google, which is build, code, and publish part. To define conversation, we will use Dialogflow. It's a tool which non-developers can use and create agent to be used on actions on Google. It's a simple, like you can say a framework type of thing. You can easily drag and drop things. You can easily make your own agent on the Dialogflow. And second thing is your code flow, which is cloud functions. So you can use the webhook type, you can use JSON functions or anything which can be hosting on Firebase, and you can directly use it on your Google Assistant. And publish part is when your action is in SD, your agent is ready, you can easily publish it on your Google Assistant. So yeah, Dialogflow is a platform that makes it incredibly straightforward to build conversation. It provides an like graphical user interface GUI for developers to build action quickly. It turns unstructured natural language into a structured presentation basically that endpoints can consume. So basically, it provides the proper structure to your unstructured language, like your basic natural language processing part is done with this kind of on this platform. So this is one like example of your dialog flow agent, like intents, training phrases, action and parametric responses. So we can cover it on practical or hands-on part. So template AOG versus custom AOG. Template AOGs are like pre-built agents which you will can use directly, and custom AOGs are those action on Google, or you can say agents, which you have to develop by your own, and you can easily publish on your Google Assistant. So you can use your templates to develop like these kind of things like trivia, flashcard, and personality card type something thing. You can directly use these kind of things in your agent. Built-in intent. So these intents are built in, and you can directly use in your assistant or agent. Just importing these things in your agent while you are developing proper action for a Google Assistant. Some of the functions are hosted on cloud like Firebase, and some are directly processed by the Dialogflow. So these are some example of pre-built agent like alarm, app management type of things, car parking, coffee shop. These are the like you can say templates. You can easily use these kind of templates for making a similar agent like coffee shop, for coffee shop, like for currency convert type of thing. So here is like an example for study. Like if you want to study more about Google Assistant, you can directly go to this developers.google.com/actions, and you can get some samples and code level type of things. Yeah, these are some sample actions. The same thing you can find on developers website of Google developers, and Google Assistant also. They are also available on GitHub. If you want to find actions on GitHub, you can also find a repository for the same. Code labs are also available. Like these are basically divided into three parts: level one, level two, and level three. Level one is the basic Dialogflow agent part, and the level is increasing with this. On level two, it's like using the Node.js and live client Node.js client libraries, deep links, and some other thing. So you can try these code labs also. These are free of cost provided by the Google. So this is the right time to build your action for your brand, for your personal brand or anything, because we have like 500 million plus devices, and this gives a proper advantage to spread out a word about your brand, about yourself. So you can easily connect with your existing users also. You can engage more and more user, and you will get like more and more benefit for your brand or for your personal growth also. So these are some links for where you can get like information about Google Assistant or actions on Google. And let's jump to the uh, hands-on part. Yeah. So first of all, like yes, I previously I just create a template for all of you guys, which is called my digital CV. I think it's on your screen, the GitHub repo link. So it's a template for your personal digital resume. So it is an interacting virtual resume template which provides a basic functionality to develop your own Google Assistant, own resume which works on your Google Assistant over 500 million devices. So today we are going to develop a proper digital CV or digital resume for you all. So you just have to do one thing. Just go to that repository, and there is a template. You just have to download this zip file, my digital CV. So let's jump to the next part. Actually, one thing I want to tell that all the video link like video tutorials and document tutorials are available on this repo. You can directly go through the video tutorial and the also document tutorials. So you can find a better way to like develop your Google Assistant or your digital resume from here. So the next step is Dialogflow agent. So just go to your internet browser and write dialogflow.cloudgoogle.com because a few days back there is a conference by Google Assistant Developers Day. So there are some changes in the Dialogflow, or you can say Google Assistant. The whole Dialogflow and Google Assistant is shifted to the Google Cloud. Previously it was not on the cloud, and but now they have shifted all the assistant part to the cloud cloud also. So you have just got this kind of window. There is no intent, and first we are going to import the template. This is the pre-built template which I made for you guys. So just go to the setting, and then there is a part export and import. So we are going to import the zip file. So I'm going to, so there is a zip file. So we can directly import that template. Yes, guys, you can see that there is the template is imported successfully. You can easily say, you can easily change your name also here if you want to make your template like I just use here some resume. You can easily, but make sure there is no blank space between this name. Yes, so your agent is directly saved. Now go to the intent part. So you will see that there is pre-built agent for you all. You just have to add your, these are the training phrases, like the phrase which will going to be triggered when any kind of when you pronounce or when you ask anything from a Google, when you ask for from Google. These training phrases will help to find your assistant or find the intent properly. So this intent is about yourself, like the name of the intent is about. So there is a keyword like about your name. Your you have to change about like Shantam. Yes. So I changed this to about Shantam because you have to put your name instead of your name, like proper name like Ayush or Shantam or Kamal or anything you want to give your name. So in the text response, the you have to write about yourself. So anything you want to write about yourself, like your journey, your experiences, your portfolio type of thing, you just write here. Just write hello Ayush. Just save it. And you have to do this thing with all the intents, like contact part. Yeah, so this is the contact part, contact information about your name. So you have to change this also. The training phrase, contact information of Shanta. So whenever I ask my Google Assistant, like tell me the contact information of Shanta, so it can directly jump to that particular intent, which can have the contact information of Shantam. So yeah, we can uh, also use a basic card, which is a pre-built template kind of thing from Google Assistant. So you can easily use your card here. You can easily put your photo or any kind of pictures you want to add. Make sure the picture is live on any kind of server like your Facebook or anything. So you can easily put it here. You can use your contact information, any kind of links and all the things. And these are the suggestion chips. Like when you open your Google Assistant and your action is invoked, these suggestions are there in below. below direct like what on the in the bottom of the system. If someone wants to try this, they can directly click on any kind of suggestion, and the suggestion is directly jump to the proper intent or proper intent which they wants to know about. So you have to change all the information, like all the intents, as same as we done before in the about section and contact section. So you will write your projects here. You have new projects and this kind of training phrases. If you want to add more training phrases, you can also add your more training phrases here. Okay, so next part is your integration part. So now we are going to integrate the Google Assistant with our Dialogflow agent with the Google Assistant. We can also test our Google Assistant here. So I have, yes, so this kind of, okay, so you will get this kind of page when you try to integrate your Dialogflow agent with the Google Assistant. So there are some steps uh, you have to perform before you integrate your Dialogflow agent to the Google Assistant part. So first of all, let's go to the quick setup part. Decide your action is invoked. This is one of the main part of Google Assistant. Your display name, your invocation phrase. Make sure you have a unique display name or your invocation phrase. And according to Google naming policy or Google policies, you cannot write your name directly, any business name directly. So make sure, like I write Ayush resume, so I use the apostrophe s and resume part. I cannot write my name directly here. So this is one of the main part. Choose your name very wisely, very uniquely. You have to choose your name very uniquely. You can change the voice, your assistant voice. We have like six voices, three female and three male voices here. So next part is actions part. So it's already done, migrated, and it's dialog flow, conversation flow. So it's already done. You don't have to do anything here. Okay, deployment part. Okay, so this is also a major part for your like Google Assistant. So in the description part, you have to write a short description and a full description. Make sure the description is correct, otherwise your action will not be published. You have to write a proper description about your agent, about your action. A large image with proper sizing, like this is the proper size given here. You can easily convert your image to a proper size. You have to add two images, a large image and a small logo. Contact details, developer's name, email ID, privacy and consent. So there is a part for privacy policy. This is also a major part, privacy policy. So you have to write a privacy policy document and you have to put it on your Google Drive or anywhere, and mainly on Google Drive, and share the link here. So everyone can easily watch, or Google can easily review your privacy policy document. So let me show you a privacy policy document. Yeah, so this is example of a privacy policy document. Your application name, here it's come. So here you put your agent's name, like Ayush resume or anything you will like write Shantam's resume or anything. And creator's name, obviously here is your name, like developer's name, like Ayush or anything. You just have to change this document and just put this document on your Google Drive and share the link. You have to share the link here and just save sample invocation. You know, also major part like how your agent is invoked. Like whenever you like tell something or ask your Google Assistant about your agent, how it invoked. So I just take a name like talk to Ayush resume. So whenever I just start my Google Assistant or open my Google Assistant and take this name talk to Ayush resume, it will automatically invoke the agent So you can also add some invocation like talk to Ayush resume and ask about his contact. You can also do that kind of things. Make sure this will be unique and first you have just review the Google naming policies and all the kind of things are given here like action assistant directly where you will get to know about your invocation phrases like anything you want to know. Additional information. So which category or register action is like food and drink, games and fun, educational and reference. So you can add any kind of category according to your Google Assistant or your agent. This kind of thing like for families, like it's good for your audience or children's alcohol. This kind of testing instruction. If you have a if you have any kind of special instruction for testing, you can add here transactional option if your assistant get any kind of monetary benefit like you will add some websites or something you will add here. Make sure your mic policy, uh, you will put on your mic when user leave the conversation, make it yes, just save it. You can easily test your Google Assistant here, like I have a proper invocation phrase talk to Ayush resume which we will given there, so just click it here and until it get published it will give the like test version type of thing. So I'm talking about the suggestions chips, so these things are like about skill qualifications. These things are the suggestion chips, like I'm click on the skill part is directly invoke the skill part. Okay, so you will see there like directly jump to the skills part, contact. So yeah, so this is the first part and this is the basic card. So this is the basic card which we uses during the dialog flow time. So now we can go to the deployment part. Modify release part. Okay, so one thing I'll tell you for the brand verification, if you are doing it for a brand or you can say you can use it for a business, so you have to do a brand verification first. If you using any website like www.abc.com about your business or anything, you have to do a brand verification. So connect a site here. A link is sent to the proper email address which is linked to your website, and then your brand verification is done. Until then, you will not able to publish your Google Assistant. So make sure if you are doing for a brand or making it for a brand, make sure you will do a brand verification first and then go for the release. There is a I already deployed this assistant, so you can use for a beta version also and alpha testers also. But if you want to directly push it to the production, just create a release and it will send an email to your registered email address about the about the production. And after 2 or 3 days, we will review it and give the proper appropriate result. If you have successfully publish your Google Assistant, you can directly use it after 2 or 3 days after receiving the email. And if there is any problem with the mic policy or brand verification or any kind of thing, they will revert with the proper document, or you can say a proper problem statement, and you can easily change or you can easily modify your assistant according to it. So you just have to create the release and you can easily like publish your Google Assistant. So like I'll tell you like how it's visible. So I hope you all can see my screen here. So these are some snapshots of my Google Assistant. So here I like, talk to Ayush Sharma's profile. I hope it's visible. I'm not sure. Okay, so the second part, after invoking my Google Assistant or my action, it will directly jump to the welcome intent which we have created with the photo. Like you can say, I just asked my Google Assistant talk to Ayush Sharma's profile. This is my invocation phrase. And whenever I ask my Google Assistant like this kind of thing, talk to Ayush Sharma's profile, it directly invoke my Google Assistant or my agent which I built. Yeah, so the second part, after invoking my Google Assistant, it will directly come to the welcome intent part. So in the welcome intent, you can see my name, Ayush Sharma's profile, a proper profile photo, which we are uploading here, and a message, hello, what do you want to know about Ayush? Some relationships there, and one more example. Yeah, this is the about section. When I ask about my ask like about. So this will give you a result like this. We can use two text responses. The first part, the first paragraph, and the second paragraph. So let me show you example of a basic card, the card which we will use in the contact part. So this is the my contact information, the basic card, my LinkedIn profile link, my email, contact number, and a proper photo, which I'm using through using the link of my photo, which is available on any kind of server, live server. Yeah, so that's all about the Google Assistant part and digital CV part. And if anyone wants to make a proper Google Assistant or your digital CV, you can go through this. Send the link to the chat section. GitHub profile, and if anyone wants to make a Google Assistant from it, you can easily make a Google Assistant. All the information available on the GitHub repo. And one thing, guys, I want to tell you, like, I'm associated with Google Developers Group Chandigarh, so please join our community, Google Developers Group Chandigarh. So I'm also posting the link for this same. And I think you all know about the DevFest India 2020. It's a annual event of Google developers, or you can say Google. So this time we can host it online from 16th to 18th October, and 50 plus GDGs are comes together to for this one event. So we have like 19K plus registration, 40 plus communities. Like we have 5 plus tracks, mobile, we have Flutter, and all kind of things. 26 speakers, and you will get to know about more and more about the new technologies, and you can say you will have a chance to like win amazing goodies from Google. So if you are not registered for the event, please register.